Good evening. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.com for Thursday, November 12th. Very nice day for the newsletter. Gotta love it when our puts go up, our calls go up, and our long stock positions go up, and the stock market sells off 100 points. That's a good day. Here we're looking at the Dow 15-minute chart. As you can see, we've started falling. We're still within this bearish rising wedge. 10,150 is support on this, and we are a tad bit oversold given the sell-off we saw into the close. But still, we are overextended. As you can see here on the Dow, we hit our upside target that I mentioned in the Sunday video yet again. Every time we've seen a break at the previous high on this stair-stepping move we've had on the Dow, we've had a 200-point increase, and we hit that right on the nose yesterday. As I mentioned yesterday, the market was looking a little toppy, which is why we jumped into some S&P puts, which, by the way, were up, 33% today. Not too shabby at all, and we only bought them as an insurance play. We still remain high cash, and like I mentioned in the chat room today, every time we've topped out like this since the July lows, we've seen about a 400 to 500 point retrace each time. So if we take a 500-point retrace from the highs we saw yesterday, we're looking at a pullback again to the 50-day moving average around the 98, 9900 level. So no real surprise, RSI hit that uptrend line. Stochastics are up in the overbought area, so retrace is not a surprise here at this stage. Volume remains weak in the market. A lot of people are still sitting on the sidelines, and a lot of people are expecting a sell-off. We do have options expiration next week that could take us lower, but again, many people expect the market to tank, and when the market rarely does what many people think. So we may end up seeing sort of the same sort of trading action here, sideways action for the next few days, and slowly move down versus the big tank that everyone is expecting. Looking at the Russell chart looks kind of negative here, but we are seeing a lot of life in the small cap stocks today, and we may continue to see that even though the overall market might retrace. A lot of the small caps are pretty oversold and beaten down, so we could see stability and some upside move in that despite the market moving lower in the near term. US dollar, nice big bounce on the US dollar. Again, that is why we saw the sell off in the market. No real surprise, as I mentioned a day or so ago. We had the peak oil nuts coming out on Monday, which pretty much was a signal the dollar was about to bounce and oil was topped near term. But let's jump into some stock plays. OPWV, very nice bounce on this one today. We hit our first target of the 20-day exponential 233. Pulled back again in the day, but closed very strong despite the market sell-off. Chart looks fantastic here. This sector is on fire right now. We had Hewlett Packard pick up COMS. JDSU was up nicely today. So like I've been saying repeatedly, the telco play is the place to be in techland over the next 12 to 18 months, and we should see some very nice snapbacks in stocks like OPWV. Still very oversold. Stochastics coming up now. ADX is about to do a positive cross. We're about to get a positive MACD cross. RSI is rising, and again, target here is a move to the 250 area. ZHNE, we haven't mentioned this one in a while. Stock is about to get a positive MACD cross. Actually, kind of occurred today. Confirmation tomorrow. The last 3 times we've seen a positive MACD cross, we've seen a huge spike in the stock price. On average, about 20-25%. So let's see if that happens again today. Chart looks great. Stochastics looking nice. ADX remains very strong, and we've got that positive MACD cross. If the small cap stocks had more volume right now, this would be a load the boat play. As such, it's just a small play to see what happens. If zone acts like it should based on this MACD cross, it'll be further indication that the small caps are ready despite the overall market. Another new trading alert today was AFOP, a play on the comms, JDSU, telco sector strength. This is a gem of a stock. They've got a large cash balance sheet, no debt, profitable, cash flow positive, and very nice pickup down here. Stock's pretty much trading just above its July lows, and in this market environment, this is like WSTL that we snagged a few days ago at the $4, $5 area. Same sort of potential. First target, a move to the 50-day moving average up there at $1.19, $1.20. and we're about to get a positive MACD cross on this one. TSTR has kind of been a frustrating play over the last week, but it's holding its 200-day moving average very nicely here. Would look to add this one on dips under $1.10. We'll keep our stops at the lows from Tuesday at $1.02. Target. This one's got eyes on the 20-day exponential, and if it's going to go market willing, it's going to go pretty big in the next couple of days. RSI coming up. We're about to get a positive MACD cross, and stochastics also nicely oversold. So we'll be keeping very close watch on this one as well. Like I said, a lot of nice chart setups we're seeing in small cap stocks. So even though the market may be looking to roll over, we're seeing some very nice opportunities here in the near term. Doesn't mean we're going to rush out and load the boat. You know, we're going to continue to maintain our high cash stance, but doesn't mean we can't play the market. ASTM, nice spike on this one. Retraced, not really a surprise given the market. They've got that conference on Saturday, Sunday, so we're either going to get a press release tomorrow morning or Monday morning. And if it's as good as the previous press release stated, we could see a very nice spike potential on ASTM. Last but not least, we have CHIO, China Insurance Online. China plays have been pretty hot lately. These guys make a boatload of money, ridiculous market cap valuation, and for a small position play, breakout is $1.10 here, and no reason why this one can't make a move back to the $1.30 plus area. It's about to get a positive MACD cross. We have a positive ADX cross, and we've got stochastics about to trigger a buy here. So this one's looking very, very nice for us in the near term. Last but not least, let me actually mention the option play we picked up there a couple of days ago. STEC, big tank on this one over the last few days. Finally looking like it's putting in a nice bottom here. 20-day exponential play. This is a stock that loves its 20 days. So we're looking for a move to the $16 to $17 area, which should bring a nice double in the December calls we have on this one. Stock looked very good today, pretty strong given the market sell-off that we saw, and it really won't take much to rocket this one higher. They've got an analyst day next week, so they'll likely be out trying to pump the stock, and that should be good, especially given the high short interest we have in this stock. So again, very nice day despite the market. We maintain our high cash stance. We've got our puts insurance, but we're seeing some nice life in a lot of stocks. So things look pretty good here for the near term. And that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.